The Roloff family of little people, big world is once again at the center of an emotional whirlwind that has left fans talking nonstop across social media. From accusations of greed aimed at Matt Roloff, to heartbreaking confirmations from Zach Roloff about a painful family estrangement, to a sweet and emotional lift from Tori Roloff and her children's latest public soccer outing, this story has it all. Let's dive into the latest updates about one of reality TV's most beloved and dramatic families. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. It all started when Matt Roloff, patriarch of the Roloff clan and the longtime owner of Roloff Farms, posted a new video tour of the farm on social media. At first glance, the video seemed innocent enough. Matt was proudly showing off the improvements he had made to the property, including upgraded landscaping, new barns, and beautifully renovated interiors in the farmhouse. But as the video began to circulate, something unexpected happened. Many fans began to flood the comments, not with praise, but with frustration and anger. Words like greed, selfishness, and betrayal began appearing more and more. Why? Because longtime fans of Little People, Big World remember the emotional saga of the Roloff farm sale that tore the family apart. In particular, they recall how Matt refused to sell the property to his son Zach Roloff, despite Zach expressing strong interest in buying and keeping it in the family. This moment, which aired on the show and unfolded further in real life, was devastating for viewers. Zach had hoped to raise his children on the same farm he grew up on. He believed it would be the perfect place to continue the legacy and stay close to his roots. But Matt had different ideas. Instead of offering a family-friendly price or negotiating with Zach, Matt decided to list the farm to the public market at full commercial value. Fans at the time were heartbroken. They saw Matt's actions not just as a business decision, but as a deep betrayal of his son. And now, with this new video showing the improvements Matt has made, fans are accusing him of flaunting the very farm he refused to pass down to his own family. One commenter wrote, "This is just Matt showing off what he got after pushing Zach away. It's not a family farm anymore, it's a vanity project." Another added, "He could have kept the farm in the family. Instead, he put a price tag on it and destroyed their bond." And that brings us to the second major part of the story. Zach Roloff himself has finally confirmed the heartbreaking truth that fans have long suspected. He is now estranged from his father, Matt. In a quiet but honest moment during a recent podcast appearance, Zach opened up about the current state of his relationship with his father. The normally private Zach didn't go into all the details, but his words were clear. When asked about how often he speaks to Matt or whether their relationship had improved since the farm sale, Zach simply replied, "We don't really talk anymore." Those 6 words hit hard for fans who have followed the show for nearly 2 decades. From watching Zach as a young boy growing up on the farm to seeing him become a husband and father himself, many hoped that time and love would heal the rift between father and son. But according to Zach, that hasn't happened. In fact, sources close to the Roloff family suggest that the tension is still very present. While Matt continues to post videos and updates about the farm, he very rarely features his grandchildren from Zach and Tori. Meanwhile, Zach and Tori have built their own life in Washington and appear to be focusing entirely on raising their children away from the drama. For many fans, this estrangement has become symbolic of deeper issues within the family. The once close-knit group has slowly unraveled, and Matt's decisions, particularly around the farm, have played a major role in that. Still, in the middle of all this emotional turmoil, one member of the family continues to shine a light of joy and warmth, Tori Roloff. In a refreshing and heartwarming moment amidst the family drama, Tori recently shared a collection of adorable photos from her children's latest soccer competition. Her posts, which featured Jackson, Lilah, and Josiah in action on the soccer field, instantly melted fans' hearts. Tori captioned one of the photos with, "So proud of my little team. Watching them play fills my heart with so much joy." The photo showed Jackson proudly kicking the ball with determination, while Lilah stood on the sidelines in her soccer jersey, clapping and cheering. Josiah, the youngest, was seen in his stroller holding a tiny soccer ball of his own, beaming with joy as he watched his older siblings. Fans flooded the comments with love and admiration. One fan wrote, "Tori, your kids are beautiful and you're doing such an amazing job as a mom. Thank you for always sharing these precious moments." Another added, "We needed this after all the Roloff drama. Just pure joy and love." Indeed, Tori's sweet posts offered a refreshing break from the tension that's been building between Matt and Zach. In many ways, she seems to be the glue that holds her small family together, even as the larger Roloff family experiences cracks and distance. Tori's willingness to share her family's everyday moments, whether it's a simple soccer game, a baking day at home, or a walk in the park, has made her a favorite among LPBW fans. And in times like this, her positivity is more important than ever. Still, it's hard for fans to ignore the stark contrast between these joyful family moments and the larger cloud of estrangement looming over the Roloff family legacy. Many longtime viewers feel that the heart of Little People, Big World has always been the bond between the family members, their struggles, their dreams, and their commitment to one another. Watching that bond fray over money and land has left many disillusioned. Some fans have even called for the show to end, saying that the original purpose of sharing life lessons and family values has been lost. One fan commented, "This used to be a show about love and unity. Now it's just another story of greed and heartbreak. Maybe it's time to let it go." Yet others hold out hope. They believe that time can heal even the deepest wounds and that Matt and Zach might one day reconcile, not just for themselves, but for the sake of the grandchildren who deserve to know their grandfather. In fact, one of the most touching moments recently came not from an interview or a scene in the show, but from a quiet social media interaction. After Tori posted the soccer photos, some eagle-eyed fans noticed that Amy Roloff, Zach's mother and Matt's ex-wife, left a comment expressing pride and love for her grandkids. Amy wrote, "They are growing so fast. So proud of them all." Amy's comment stood out because it reminded fans of the early days of Little People, Big World, when the Roloff farm was filled with laughter, community, and a shared dream. Back then, it truly felt like a place where family came first. But now, with Matt pursuing solo development projects on the farm, Zach keeping his distance, and fans choosing sides, it's clear that the unity the family once shared has faded. In the coming months, much remains uncertain. Will Matt continue developing the farm as a tourist destination and rental property? Will Zach and Matt find a way to bridge the painful gap between them? And will the rest of the family, Amy, Tori, and the grandkids, find peace amidst the ongoing divide? For now, fans can only watch, reflect, and hope. But through it all, one thing remains clear. The Roloff story, with all its highs and lows, continues to strike a chord with viewers around the world. Because at the end of the day, it's not just a story about little people navigating a big world. It's a story about family, about love, and about the difficult choices we all face when those two things come into conflict. And for every fan who criticizes Matt's decisions, there are others who sympathize with the complexities he faces. After all, running a business, managing a property, and balancing personal relationships is never easy, especially when it's all unfolding on national television. Yet, fans will never forget that moment when Zach asked to buy the farm, not for profit, but to raise his family on the land that raised him. That moment was real, emotional, and honest. And for many viewers, that was the heart of the show. As Little People, Big World moves forward, or perhaps nears its end, those moments of honesty and connection will continue to resonate. Whether it's Jackson kicking a soccer ball with determination, Lilah clapping on the sidelines, or Zach quietly admitting the pain of distance from his father, these are the moments that keep fans invested. In the end, the Roloff legacy won't be measured by how many acres are sold or how many episodes are aired. It will be measured by the relationships they build and rebuild along the way. And while Matt's farm videos might attract criticism and rekindle old wounds, Tori's sweet family updates offer a reminder of what really matters. Because sometimes, all it takes is a child's smile on a soccer field to remind us of the bigger picture: love, family, and the everyday joys that bring us together, even when everything else feels like it's falling apart. The Roloffs may be fractured, but their story continues, and so does the hope that healing, one day, will come.